Batman Arkham Asylum is an open-world action-adventure title that combines stealth, combat, and adventure elements in the famous Arkham Asylum itself. Being an open world, you can follow the story or screw around, but is this asylum worth the visit, or will it simply drive you insane? The first hour or so of the game initiates one into the world of Arkham by introducing the narrative, combat and stealth gameplay to the player so that he or she can become accustomed to the intricacies that are specific to this experience. And you will want to learn these as the game has some of the best stealth action gameplay ever created. Combat is rhythmic, relying on precise timing in order to achieve combos, which typically requires stringing together strikes and counters, and with later opponents, dodging and stunning will be required to even start a combo. When an enemy is on the ground, you can also initiate a takedown, though this move leaves Batman vulnerable to enemy attacks. Stealth itself is a bit more do or die than the combat, as it involves careful scrutiny of the surroundings and planning in order to eliminate Joker's henchmen without being turned into Swiss cheese, as the thugs have assault firearms and you only have batarangs. But that's actually what makes the stealth so satisfying. Planning your attack and executing it to clear the room one henchman at a time might seem daunting at first, but it's very satisfying to eliminate them one by one, and the inverted takedown takes the cake as one of the best ways to apply retribution on someone. Regardless of your performance in combat or stealth, you receive experience. In both combat and stealth, you receive even more with better performance, which means pulling off a respectable combo in combat and not being injured in stealth. This XP can be used to upgrade Batman's abilities and even add new abilities, be they stealth or combat oriented. But there is also a unique feature that comes into play: Detective Mode. Detective Mode is used to find clues on possible environmental interactions or to follow a trail, but its use isn't limited to story-related tasks, as they are invaluable to solving the Riddler's enigmas. Among others, these involve finding secret areas and catching a shot of a particular image or item. The most important ones are finding the Riddler's maps though, as these point out every riddle on the map, making the entire process of solving these riddles a lot more manageable. There are also audio recordings of session with the asylum's colorful cast of inmates to find. With the exception of the audio recordings, both types of riddles make heavy use of detective mode to the point where you'll end up using it so often that you'll rarely get a glimpse of how the environments actually look. Which is a shame, since the dark gothic look makes Arkham feel distinct. Solid texture work, excellent animation, and dark colors define the world of Arkham, although the characters kind of look like meatheads. However, you will get used to the look of everything not long into the game, as you realize that this is a stylistic choice, and a relevant one at that. And when you add to that the dynamic music and performances from the voice cast of the Batman animated series, Mark Hamill included, you get a convincing atmosphere that makes the twisted world in front of you come to life. And last but not least, we have an intriguing story that genuinely surprises from time to time, with Joker taking control of Arkham after the opening scene and letting the inmates and prisoners from Blackgate loose on the staff of Arkham and Batman. Suffice it to say, you will Batman your way through these situations, and although the story might sound simple in theory, in practice you're dealing with the Joker, which both keeps things complicated and interesting. The scattered boss battles are all unique, though that also makes their difficulty spike up and down like a heart rate monitor. But with a bit of patience and perseverance, you will be rewarded with the satisfaction of beating actual challenges. Also, props must be given to the team at Rocksteady, as the PC version feels like a PC game, thanks to plenty of graphical options and proper icons that actually display the keys you're supposed to press. Ultimately, you can't go wrong with Arkham Asylum, as if you're looking to become Batman and Batman things up, there's no better way to do that than to play this game.